Hi everyone, Joseph with Powerful Gains Stock Options. Wanted to post another video to go over some entries and exits, maybe where you could have gotten in, where you could have exited, and just some general things that I look at when determining whether I should get in or get out of a stock. And I wanted to highlight some of the two stocks that did very well on Friday. So first one I want to look at is Tesla, and I've shared some commentary over the past few days regarding Tesla. This stock is running up, and everyone's kind of wondering how far the stock will run up since it's going to split at the end of the month. And we can see here that the last 2 weeks it's really been in a very strong uptrend. Very strong move here. You had two pause days, and then another strong up move, and then Friday was a bit of a profit taking day, but you can see it still closed higher than the prior day. Uh, the red mark red here indicates sellers stepping in, so likely profit taking, who made a new high and then pulled back to close still above all of these other candles. So this is a look at the daily chart. So let's take a look at Friday action on the 5 minute chart. So here we can see big gap up here. This is the candle where it closed on Thursday. So then Friday, you can see Friday morning it gapped up significantly from the close of 209 to 232. So that's a sizable gap up from yesterday's close. So the stock was up $48, but a good portion of that was in the morning. It just gapped up. So no realizing that it gapped up, the volume was very strong. A lot of traders would have got in initially, and you would have made profit on this first candle. Generally, I like to get in once a stock confirms. And with Tesla moves very fast, so you can be up significantly in about 5, 10 minutes, even 2 to 5 minutes. Right, in 2 to 5 minutes, you can make a couple hundred, a couple thousand. Depending on how many contracts you buy, you can really make some fast money with Tesla. But on the flip side, you can also lose quite a bit of money with Tesla if you're not careful. So my advice is if you are trading Tesla, make sure you have a predetermined stop. Once you're in the money and you start gaining, you need to make sure that you lock in some of your profits. So here, I would have got in at 260, somewhere between 263 and 264. So let's call it 263. Stock went up to 281 to 280. So that's a 13-point move right there. $13 you gain from your entry. I would have set my stop at probably maybe 274, maybe 273, just to so I can lock in at least $9-10 of gains should the stock pull back, because I know it is notoriously for making new highs, pulling back. So that's exactly what the stock did. You can see here it pulled back. So it ran up to 2080.96. Paused here on this next candle, made an inside candle, and then pulled back. So if you had your stop in place, you would have locked in $10, at least $10 of gains. If you got in on 263, 264, and you got out at 273, 274, you would have locked in at least $10 of gains. That would be a strong, profitable day. Regardless if you bought one contract, 20 contracts, those gains would have been locked in. And some traders would switch and then immediately go short, which definitely could have been profitable. You could have said, if it broke this level, you could have got in. But I generally like to play my setups either if stock is set up to go short or stock is set up to go long, and then I'll enter based on when it triggers. So this one you could have locked in, $10, $9 of gains, pulled back. But notice this level here. This is a level where Once it pulled back, it could not break. Again, it took some time for it to actually break over that level. So this could have been a level where you looked at throughout the day to see, when you could have got back in. So it pulled back, tried once, twice, three times here to break this key level and couldn't. Came back to the moving averages, tried another two times, could not, another two times. So I was chopping around from 7:15 all the way to 9:05 in the morning, just chop. And that's one area where you definitely do not want to be invested in if you're in stock options. It'll just eat up your premium. Stock options are best taken advantage of when the stock is moving directionally in the way that you're, in the directionally the same direction that your stock options are set up for. If you're set up to go long, if the stock moves on to the long side, you're going to make gains. If the stock moves to the downside and you're short, meaning you have a put, you're going to make money on the downside. So, but this is not where the money's made here. This is just going to eat up your options and not advisable to be invested in this time. However, you can see it's very important to keep an eye on this key level here, because once it breaks above or down, it's going to make a powerful move. And look what happened. The stock closed above that key level with significant volume here, spike in volume. As you can see here, the volume here was pretty mediocre. And then you could have gotten in here at 2073 when it finally broke with volume. So I wouldn't have gotten here or here. Someone could have, but I wouldn't have. This candle here showed a spike in volume, strong uptrend candle. That's where I would have got in right there. So once it broke 2075, you could have wrote it up to 2089, even 2093. And then same strategy as before, lock in your stop loss so you can lock in your gains. So that's Tesla. And I want to quickly look at Apple. Apple had made a strong move in the morning too, gapped up just like Tesla. And I actually got in here at 480. And you see it ran up, paused for a bit, and then it ran up again, paused, and then I got out at 493 around here. So a nice $13 move, and I was done by 8 o'clock. However, just like Tesla, you notice what happened to this level. Here's where the price stopped, pulled back, tried to break this level again, could not do it. And if you would have watched it throughout the day on your phone, or you could have set up a trigger, or once it finally broke this level with this candle, if you saw follow through, you could have got in on this candle or this candle. So let's say you got in here at 495, you still would have had a good $4 to $5 move here because it went to 499 and actually gave you a chance to get out right here if you wanted to. So those are just some key things to look at, how you can get in, how you can get out. And I want to show you another example of a stock. This is not what you want to be in. This is just clear chop. Anytime you see a stock in this range doing this is when you don't want to be invested into this stock. So that's all I got for today. Don't forget to like the video, join our email list at www.powerful-gains.com, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.